Hello, everyone, and welcome to a windy Wintercrest Park for CTN's live coverage of Metro Mini Town Baseball as the Coon Rapids Redbirds welcome the league-leading Champlin Park Low-Gators. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro behind home plate, and Howie, it's pretty consistently blowing hard out to left field.
Yeah, and the temperature's dropped a little bit, too. It's about 80 degrees. It's really comfortable here, and, we've got a great spot because we're in the shade because
we have it made.
Well, this is our place. This is our place. But, yeah, this should be a good one. The Low-Gators, as Zach Nienaber will tell you, they're a good squad, and I know Zach played for them for a number of years as well. But this should be a fun one.
Number of Blaine graduates, Maple Grove, a lot of different places making up so many Blaine graduates on this roster.
Yep.
That I wondered if a lot of them played for the Blaine Fusion, which did not field a team this season. There's a look at how the Low-Gators will come to the plate. Andrew Hansen, the left fielder, will lead things off, followed by the shortstop, Adam Pooter. Sam Riola actually out of the lineup, so Ethan Mochi will hit third. Jack Pooter will hit fourth. Jeff Heyer is the DH hitting fifth. And then the bottom of the order stays the same with Drake Sines, Bryce Nelson, Reed Conley, and then the catcher, Noah Gordon. Steve Schreier getting the start for the Redbirds, and he's got some serious beard power.
Yeah, he's had a nice year. I love that beard. It's, the old adage, fear the beard, where the Low-Gators going to have to fear that beard. He comes in with a 3-0 record. And he's pitched 20 in a third innings, given up 23 hits, 12 runs, 8 earned.
Well, this Low-Gators team is leading the Metro Mini standings, I believe 5-1 or 6-1 in league play. That includes a 12-0 win over the Redbirds over at Noble Park a few weeks back.
Yep. And
the Redbirds would love to return the favor. Some of the scores for the Low-Gators very up and down through this season. They've had a couple of games they've won by double digits. They've had a couple they've lost by double digits.
They have. But again, 16 wins on the season, as we talked about, 16-10.
Schreier clips the corner on the outside edge at the knees, 0-1.
Hansen's having a good season, hitting .390.
This one hit well down the line to left, but will hook foul well past home run distance. Again, that wind assisting, but also pushing it foul, so it's 0-2.
Yeah, if you get a hold of a pitch here this evening, Joe, and that with the wind blowing the way it is, it's going to carry.
It didn't go that far.
Might go all the way to your old house.
That one looked like it might have even cleared the cars and ended up in the street. High fly ball to short right field this time. Coming in to make the catch is Jackson Bates, and there's one down. That'll bring up the shortstop, Adam Pooter.
Pooter hitting .375 as he steps to the plate. They're batting .284 as a squad. That hit him. That hit him.
Oh, no, it just brushed him back.
I thought it knocked his helmet off.
I don't believe that's what Pooter was expecting, but
No.
It's 1-0. Schreier, another high fastball, this time right over the plate, gets Pooter swinging, and it's 1-1.
And we saw Schreier last time out. He pitched well.
This one skied back behind home plate and out of play. 1-2.
We'll see if the stands fill up. It was a pretty good crowd the other night when we were here.
On Thursday night,
yeah.
it was beautiful baseball weather, a little more humid throughout the day-to-day, but now the wind is, as you mentioned, cooled it off a bit, and now it's almost blustery. Schreier, a fastball that's hit foul down the left field line. We'll try again at 1-2. Again, Pooter getting pretty good contact, but got out in front of it. Another 1-2 pitch from Schreier. Fouled off again.
Yeah, just doing a good job of just making sure you protect the plate with 2 strikes.
Schreier putting both of those very close to the zone, if not in it, so had to swing away. He does it this fastball as well. May have cracked his bat. Again, foul just out of reach of a hustling Scott Juselo.
Yeah, he did crack the bat. He's going back for some new lumber. It's that Joe Young autograph, Louisville Slugger. Pulled it out from the back of the closet.
And he'll dig back in to see his 4th 1-2 pitch from Steve Schreier. Pulled the string a bit, gets swinging. Strike 3, out number 2.
That was a pretty pitch by Schreier, able to get that strikeout in the all-important second out of the inning.
That'll bring up the right fielder, Ethan Mochi. First pitch swinging, solid single into right field.
Yeah, Mochi was hitting 390 as he steps to the plate. As he stepped to the plate, nice first contact, first pitch he saw. Gets a runner at first with 2 away.
Mochi originally scheduled as the designated hitter, instead playing in right field. And now at first base with Jake Pooter, the center fielder, striding to the plate. Jack Pooter, excuse me.
Jack's hitting 300. I think a lot of pretty good average at the top of the lineup.
Fastball misses high. Just the second pitch that was not a strike. That one past a swinging Pooter to make it a 1-1 count. Runner was off. Pitch is fouled back to the backstop. It's 1-2. Mochi got a pretty good jump.
Did.
This one hit well to right center. Long run for Parr. He's not going to get there. Right at the base of the fence. They're going to turn Mochi. He's coming home. The relay throw is not in time. An RBI double for Jack Pooter as the Low Gators on the board here in the top of the first inning.
Jack Pooter really got a hold of that pitch and drilled it to the deepest part of center field, as you talked about. Hit the base of the wall. And Mochi able to score relatively easily.
Well, and again, that wind blowing out to left field and perfectly between Kluben and Parr. Just no chance, and right at the base of the wall.
That's RBI number 18 for Jack Pooter. He's now ties him for second most on the club.
It'll bring up the designated hitter, Jeff Heyer. Runner at second base, one already across. 2 away. This one grounded foul, wide of first.
Heyer hitting .259 on the season.
Turned and gets Pooter back to the bag at second. Period. Short wasn't really covering the bag. Schreier misses low. Count goes to 2-1.
Well, good job by Hire just to make sure he didn't swing it that way. Low in the zone.
They got him picked up. Oh, disagree.
Wow. It's tough. It's tough for an umpire who's
100%
behind home plate to try and call you out.
I thought he did a pretty nice job of.
Oh, I think he got him.
I thought he did a nice job of getting out from behind the plate to make the call, but
it's tough. I'm not going to fault him. It's tough.
This one fouled back and out of play. Two and two. This one on a line to right field, tracking his Bates, makes the catch and ends the inning. But 2 hits, 1 run, 1 left. Low Gators up early. Redbirds a chance to respond next on CTN.
Okay, Howie, take a look.
The other guys are pushing back this way over here. So one strategy would take.
Hey, Joe.
What?
Tic-tac-toe, I win.
Russell. Back at Wintercrest, CTN's coverage of Metro Mini Town Ball. Champlin Park Low Gators leading the league at this point in the season. Just a couple of weeks left. And they got out in front early. Coon Rapids hoping they can answer. Kirby Peary, the shortstop, will lead things off. Jake Paulson on deck to start and playing at first. Scott Jusela hitting third. Second baseman Jimmy Brinda is hitting cleanup. Jason Klubin out in the left field, followed by Justin Reeves. And then it's Xander Parr, Zach White, and Jackson Bates to round out the order.
And that order will face Charlie Hutchinson. Comes in with a 4-1 record. 37 2/3 innings, given up 22 hits, 8 runs, only 4 of those runs earned. He struck out
22 innings. That's impressive.
37 2/3. But he struck out. He struck out 50.
More impressive. That's impressive as well. First pitch, grounder to the right side. Easy play from Signs to Conley. And Peary is out number 1.
Jack, on the other side of the fence.
Signs, who was originally in right field, moved to second base to take over for Raiola, who's out of the lineup. Reed Conley at first. Noah Gordon behind the plate. Bryce Nelson and Adam Pooter on the left side of the infield. Hanson, Pooter, and now Mochi out in the outfield. First pitch strike, and then Hutchinson throws one in the dirt and gets Paulson swinging. It's 0-2 quickly.
Paulson's having a good season as well. It's 364 on the year.
Been among the league leaders all year long.
Yep.
One of the more seasoned veterans now in this lineup that we've talked about the last couple of broadcasts. A bit of a turnover, a lot of youth in that dugout. This one fouled back out of play. Talking further about it with my son Aaron, who is part of that youth There's, I think, 4 2021 grads, 2 2022 grads, and there's one who's still in high school, has a year left of high school to go.
That's crazy.
And then
But typically,
19,
they've never been that yet.
There's a ton of 19 and 20 graduates as well in the lineup, including Peary, Parr, Jackson Bates,
Yep.
all in the starting lineup. Paulson staying up there and battling. So far, Hutchinson throwing nothing but strikes. It stays 0-2.
I chatted a little back and forth online with the clubhouse leader, Aaron Lindstrom, and gave me some tidbits to use tonight, and I will surprise you with one when that particular person gets to the plate.
Got just a piece of that and fouled it back. 0-2, it will remain.
Yeah, we're starting to get a few more fans here at the ballpark coming in. I think they heard that you were here. Hoping to catch a glimpse of the immortal.
This one hit on a line into shallow left field, and what an at bat for Jake Paulson. Had a really bad swing at a pitch in the dirt for that second strike. Fouled off 3 until he found one he liked. Solidly into left. A 1-out single. That'll bring up the juice.
The juice. Scott's hitting .346 on the season.
Got a piece of that, and it got a whole lot of the hand of Noah Gordon, and he's going to need at least a minute to walk that off. Looks like he's able to squeeze it, so hopefully he's going to be okay. That
I saw him rub a little dirt on it. No, that's always a good cure. Yeah. Oh, right off the hand.
Right off the top of the knuckles.
Ouch. Yeah, he's tough. Catchers are tough.
They are.
Yeah, they are definitely tough. That's the toughest position in this game. There's a reason you wear all that equipment.
Yeah, well,
Not just
and we'll
to look
see,
good,
if it affects his performance in a throwdown, throwing back to the pitcher even, but also when he comes to the plate.
Yep. How he's going to be able to grip the bat.
I don't know what their situation is. Not a lot of bodies in that low gator dugout. Coon Rapids has a plethora of catchers.
More catchers than you know.
Well, Zach White, who's getting the start tonight. My son Aaron. Kirby Peary, who's playing at short. And Justin Reeves, who is the DH tonight. Also a catcher. And I think there's at least one more.
Can't have too many catchers.
But there are a lot more bodies in the home team dugout. This one chopped to the right side and through, nearly caught Paulson, but he was able to jump over it. Back-to-back singles with 1 out. And the Redbirds have a little something cooking here in the home half of the first.
A nice piece of hitting there. Right between first and second. Going to bring up Jimmy Brinda.
Well, and Brinda's shown some power this season, and the wind definitely plays into it because that's where he likes to go, is left field.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. So Jimmy just hit his 7th home run. Actually set the Redbird single-season home run record with 7, as we talked about, surpassing. You remember Mike Loberg back in 2012. I know it's aging us, but he had 6. He was. Now Jimmy is in that top spot.
That one's not going to get out, at least not for home run distance. Back out of play, 0-2. Yeah, it was nice to speak with Jeff Lindstrom during the last game and, you know, talk about those guys, Aaron Lindstrom, Zach Sather.
Oh, yeah.
Guys that were with the program basically from the start. Not able to check his swing, and that's strike 3 for Jimmy Brenda.
Yeah, disappointment for sure for him. That's all-important second out of the inning is the low Gators are trying to get out of the inning without any runs coming
Well,
across.
it's tough. Hutchinson's been all around the plate, almost throwing nothing but strikes, so you got to be ready to swing. He's thrown a couple in the dirt, and he's gotten guys swinging at it. As we talked about, Paulson went fishing for one before he got his single, and unfortunately for Brenda, his was strike 3 with base runners on first and second, so no chance to advance on the dropped third strike. Jason Kluben, a huge cut, came up empty on pitch 1.
Well, good hitter at 346 on the season.
Another fastball, got a piece of it to the backstop, 0-2. Not the pitch he was looking for, but able to get a piece of it and stay alive.
Oh, that was the key, just making sure it got a little bit of contact with the ball.
Low Gators scored a run in the top of the inning. Coon Rapids Redbirds looking to respond here in the home half, but an 0-2 pitch to Kluben up high, 1-2.
And not a pitch you're going to offer at.
Love to see if he could get Paulson home and at least even this score. Jusela, the runner at first. This one hit high to center field. Underneath it is Jack Pooter. He makes the catch, ends the threat. We go to the second. Low Gators 1, Redbirds 0 on CTN.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Howie, do you know why fish are so bad at volleyball? Because they're afraid of the net.
Why me?
Why couldn't the volleyball player cross the road? There were too many bumps. Why was Cinderella kicked off the team? Because she ran away from the ball.
I hate you.
As we talked about, a number of Blaine alum on this Champlin Park Low Gators squad. Number of St. Cloud State players as well, I noticed. Drake Signs leading things off here in the top of the second inning. His team up by a run after the first.
Your alma mater. Signs hitting .250.
This one grounded to short, got past Peary. Tries to regroup, the throw goes wide. Turning and going for second now is Signs, and he's gonna get there.
Kirby should have held that ball. There was no way he was gonna get him from that far deep. But he's a gamer. He's gonna try and make that play.
Tried to recover from the initial fumble and leads to an extra base.
Yep.
They counted as 2 errors on the scoreboard. Off-speed pitch in for a strike to start Bryce Nelson, out 0-1. Another off-speed pitch, and Nelson way out in front, 0-2. Fastball grounded to the left side, scooped up by Jusela, runs the runner back, but no play at first.
Yeah, nobody covering the bag at second. Yeah, had there been somebody at the bag at second, that would have been an out. They would have been able to get that lead runner. Unfortunately, nobody's there.
So now runners at first and second with nobody out. Suppose you call that a fielder's choice?
Yeah, I would think, wouldn't you?
Even though they
didn't get an out.
Out was not recorded. And now the first baseman, Reed Conley. First pitch, high drive to center field, but it's short. Coming in for it is Parr, makes the catch for the first out.
Well, good to get that first out. Obviously, you're down 1-0. You want to limit the opportunity here in the top half of the second for the Low Gators.
And now Noah Gordon, the number 9 hitter for the Low Gators.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. Hitting .222.
Gordon with 2 on, 1 out. Drops down a good bunt on the left side. Sacrifice moves the runners up. Schreier with solid play to get the out.
Yeah, he threw a bullet to Paulson. Good job coming off the mound, and then just threw a bullet to get him at first.
And now back to the top of the order with 2 guys in scoring position. Andrew Hansen hit it pretty well in the first, but a fly ball out to right field. First pitch, drives to center. Xander Parr ranging to his left, makes the catch. And that will end the inning. An ugly start, but no damage done. Couple left stranded in scoring position. Redbirds at the plate after this on CTN. There it is, current temp 90 degrees. You can see the wind moving the flag about in left field.
90 degrees, what time was that?
Yeah, I don't think.
It's 77, but it's definitely dropped a bit. The monsoons are coming. What was that, yesterday?
Actually, I think it probably was.
It was
90 degrees, just within probably 2 hours.
It was. It definitely was. For sure. It's definitely cooled off. We're going to have a little cool spell coming through.
My app says 78. Yours says 77. I don't think it's still 90. Justin Reeves, the designated hitter, leading things off for the Redbirds here in the second. Got a couple of guys on early in the first, but not able to get him around. This one grounded to the left side. Nelson to Conley, out number one.
Quick first out for the Redbirds.
Well, and I think both teams, or both pitchers at least, hoping for a little bit quicker second innings. But their ball to strike ratio, both pitchers through the first inning was outstanding.
Absolutely.
Parr showed a bunt, pulled it back, took a strike, 0-1. Yeah, that means 17 of Hutchinson's first 20 pitches were thrown for strikes.
It's impressive.
That one's down and away to make it 1-1. He likes to keep an up tempo when no one's on base.
He does.
Far more deliberate and considerate when the runners are on. 1-2. Fastball blown past a swinging Parr for out number 2. Second strikeout of the game for Charlie Hutchinson.
Oh, we talked about Hutchinson. 50 strikeouts in 37 and 2/3. Yep, that's impressive.
Yeah, anytime you're over a strikeout an inning, you're definitely helping your ball club. Fastball fouled back off the umpire this time. The two Warriors behind the plate getting nicked up early.
And he's thinking, I don't get paid enough to do this.
And now he gets a minute or two to walk things off. Well, and it's the Redbirds catcher doing the, hitting the foul ball, so he's familiar with that kind of pain. But also a tough position in more ways than one. This one fouled off. May have hit his foot. 0-2.
Well, now Hutchinson in the great spot, 0-2. Trying to get a quick inning, get back to the plate with a 1-0 lead.
White got a piece of it, but squeezed by Gordon for another strikeout. A very quick inning indeed in the second. We go to the third. It's still Low Gators 1, Redbirds 0 on CTN.
Did you know that a player will jump an average of 300 times per game of volleyball?
Wow. And I think jumping up to go to the fridge is hard.
The fastest volleyball serve was over 83 miles per hour.
Yikes. If that serve were coming at me, they could have the point. I like my hands. They're dainty.
Huh?
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
Sun setting to the west here at Wintercrest Park as we enter the third inning. CTN live coverage of Metro Mini Town Ball. Champlin Park Low Gators come in as the Metro Mini leader. It's a handful, I think 6-7 games, something like that, left in the regular season.
Jill, this is Schraer's 84th career start, 145th career appearance.
First
pretty
all-time
impressive.
in starts, second in
second.
appearances, according to Jeff Lindstrom. And
Correct.
yeah, he's another one of those veterans, been around a very long time. First pitch on a line right to Scott Jusela for out number one.
Couldn't have asked for an easier one.
Well, get this. 17 pitches thrown in the second inning between both pitchers.
Right.
16 of those 17 for strikes.
That's just incredible.
Schraer now has thrown 25 of his 29 pitches for strikes. And in steps Ethan Mochi, takes a pitch inside, 1-0. Mochi singled and scored in the first. This one hit well to center. Be cut off for a single, but another solid base knock for Ethan Mochi.
Yeah, he's a good-looking hitter.
And that brings up Jack Pooter. He had an absolute bomb to the base of the fence in left center. RBI double that scored Mochi from all the way from first.
Yeah, Mochi, we talked about, he was hitting 390 before his first plate appearance. Now a couple more base hits to add to that total.
And he's been in the batter's box for 3 pitches.
Yeah, crazy.
He's only seen 2 pitches for strikes, and he's hit them both. 1-0 now to Jack Pooter. Underneath the breaking pitch, 1-1. Low Gators hitters having some trouble with that off-speed pitch from Schraer. Goes back to the fastball, fouled back out of play. It'll stay 1-2.
Again, the Redbirds trying to get out of this inning without any damage, or just down 1-0. 3 hits for the Low Gators, 2 for the Redbirds so far tonight.
One hit well down the right field line. Bates will get there quickly, but turning and going for 3 is Mochi. And he'll be in there. Back-to-back singles, runners at the corners, only 1 out.
A good opportunity here for the Low Gators to try and double their run total with just the 1 away.
Higher a fly ball to right field last time. Now with Mochi at third. Pooter at first. 1 out.
You saw head coach Matt Merrick of the Low Gators talking to Mochi.
Throw over to Paulson at first, but Pooter slides back safely. This one skied short left field. Out for it is Peary. He makes the catch. No chance for Mochi to try and come home. And a big second out.
Yeah, huge for the Redbirds.
Two first pitch outs on either side of a couple of base knocks. And now Drake signs. Grounded it to short, ended up at second after an error or two. Fastball up, 1-0. Two down, Schreier trying to get out of a jam. Runner is going, pitches up and in. There will be no throw. And Pooter in easily at second base.
Yeah, again.
And now 2-0 with two runners in scoring position.
White's not going to throw down in that situation. Number 4 stolen base for Pooter.
Again, that off-speed pitch when they're geared for the fastball. Has a little bit of late movement as well. That one in there too. 2-2.
Good job by Schreier to come back and get a couple of strikes to even the count.
Curveball swung on and missed. Huge strikeout at that moment for Steve Schreier. A couple of hits, a couple left. We're through 2.5. Low Gators 1, Redbirds nothing on CTN.
All right, Joe. In high school football, the snap ends when A, the ball is moved from its place on the ground, B, the ball leaves the snapper's hands, or C, the ball touches the ground or any other player. You don't have to raise your hand, Joe. Yes, Joe?
I love football.
Ah, yikes.
Four-legged friends, welcome at the ballpark.
Always.
And we got a tight one. Again, Low Gators, a 12-0 win over the Redbirds in 7 innings. In their first matchup so far, they were able to score in the first, but nothing since. Just the one.
On the Redbirds, with a couple of base hits so far tonight.
Jackson Bates at the plate. He's the number 9 hitter and plays position number 9 right field.
Only if his number was 9. Number 9.
Popped right and out of play.
Not that I care, Joe. Do you think people are getting sick of that? Because I really don't care. I'm not going to stop. But
no question.
No question. Oh.
1-1. Called strike on the outside edge. Good fastball right at the knees.
Great spot.
Well, and he's been humming all day, as we talked about. Both pitchers just. So that was his 31st pitch. And 26 of them have been for strikes.
Incredible.
Meanwhile, Schreier, 35 of his 43, had a rough inning, only having 11 of his 15 in the third inning. For strikes, 1-2. Bates wisely holds off a pitch out of the zone, 2-2. We're in the bottom of the third inning, and this is the first time he has seen a 2-ball count.
It's crazy.
Didn't miss by
No,
much.
he did not.
Just up, and it's a full count. Bates pops this one up behind second base. Signs retreats, makes the catch for the first out of the inning. And back to the top of the order, Kirby Peary grounded out on the first pitch he saw in the first. As time comes to the plate with one out, nobody on. His team trailing by a run. Hutchinson's had that luxury, had the lead before he put a toe on the rubber. Gave up a couple of hits in the first inning. Since then, he's retired 6 in a row, and now a called strike will even the count 1-1 to Peary. Goes down after a curveball, high pop behind first base. Signs rather ranges over to make his second catch of the inning. 2 down.
I thought maybe at first that was going to find Little Green, but the ball held up, and Signs did a nice job of coming over to making the catch.
That'll bring up Jake Paulson. Paulson fouled off 3 0-2 pitches before putting one into shallow left field, a solid single. This time late on the fastball, 0-1.
Well, sure, changing temperature from just a few hours ago. I need a coat. It's a little windy out here. Oh, cool.
Off-speed pitch misses outside for Hutchinson, evens the count at 1-1.
It's 90 in my mind.
Curveball down and away, 2-1.
Why are you up there in your underwear,
This one grounded on the right side, ranging over his Signs. There to cover just in time is Hutchinson, and he records another 1-2-3 inning. We go to the fourth. Champlin Park 1 and Coon Rapids 0 on CTN.
Did you know you can raise backyard chickens? But a permit is required, and there's a limit of 4 female chickens per property. No roosters or other fowl are allowed. And there are specific rules for the chicken coop and run. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Today we're on soccer, Joe. So my goal is to kick around some topics with you, but I don't want to foul things up by being too forward.
Please stop that.
So could you assist me?
Stop.
Maybe pass some ideas
How?
so we can tackle this together?
Howie? Oh, boy.
I'm just saying, this really isn't my field.
Unbelievable. Hey, look at that.
Look at that.
13-degree drop in an inning.
It's incredible. I wonder what it is in Fargo. Maybe we can have Fargo
16
weather.
mile
Can
per
we have
hour
Fargo
winds.
next?
I think that 16 mile per hour sustained winds with
Yeah.
gusts of about 30.
Yeah,
It's
it's not stopping.
pretty consistent out to left field, so this one hung up to short left. Peary back there, and 1 pitch, 1 out. Bryce Nelson retired quickly.
Yeah, those are the way you like it in the field with quick outs.
Reed Conley was done on a first pitch in his first at bat back in the second inning. A fly ball out to center field. This time he looks at a pitch on the outside edge and is behind in the count 0-1. This one sent into shallow center, I guess just behind the infield. Brenda back for it. And there's 2 down.
Yeah, it looked like he reached for that one, and Brenda able to make the play.
Now the catcher, Noah Gordon. Laid down a sacrifice bunt in his first at bat. Now he's got 2 out, nobody on, takes a pitch inside, 1-0. Little half swing foul. It ends up out of play over by the Redbirds bullpen. 1-1. Grounder to the left side. Jusela waits, throws, and another very quick half inning. Just 6 pitches, 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 4th after this.
Did you know? City code prohibits outdoor storage of things like building materials, auto parts, household items, scrap metal, garbage, and more. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov. Did you know properties are required to have garbage and recycling service with a licensed hauler? On collection day, place your carts 2 feet behind the curb. Collection containers should not be placed in the street. And don't forget, containers are not allowed at the curb on non-collection days. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
There's a look at it. 2 hits and a run in the first inning for the visitors. 2 hits and no run for the home team in the bottom of the first inning. 2 more hits and 2 left for the Low Gators in the 3rd. The pitchers are humming.
They really are. Yeah, both
Charlie Hutchinson, 49 pitches through 4 innings, 40 for strikes.
That's incredible.
Or no, that's Schreier. And then you flip it over here, and that was pitch number 42 for Hutchinson, and it was strike number 32. This one will hook foul down the right field line, and Hutchinson quickly ahead in the count 0-2. Yeah, just 6 pitches in that last inning for Schreier. He only threw 8 pitches in the second.
And you talk about the opportunity to pitch later in the game when you're throwing just those kind of innings.
Another foul out of play for Jusela. Jusela had a single the first time up on the first pitch he saw. Since then, Hutchinson has retired 9 in a row. This one grounded right back over the mound. Scooping it up is Pooter. A sidearm throw, a good scoop at the bag by Conley. And there's 1 down.
Yeah, really nice play. Good job to get it over there.
Pooter does a great job attacking and getting rid of it quickly.
Nice job.
And a good scoop.
You know, in this series between these 2 clubs, really the Redbirds have dominated. They're 29-10 all-time versus Champlin Park, or Low Gators, I should say.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that they're the Champlin Park Low Gators and not just Champlin. Because for those who are unaware, there is no city of Champlin Park.
Correct.
Champlin Park High School is technically in Brooklyn Park.
Right.
But encompasses most students who live within Champlin the city of Champlin.
Correct. That foul ball hit our official again.
He's had a rough night already, and it's only the 4th inning. Brenda went down swinging first time at a pitch in the dirt, one he really wanted back, just could not check his swing, and now he finds himself in a similar position behind in the count, 1-2. This one high to short center, a long run, and unable to come up with the catch was Pooter, in a great hustle play by Jimmy Brenda getting over to second base as he saw Pooter couldn't make the catch and wasn't going to have an opportunity to quickly try and get it back in. Boy, it popped right off of his glove as well. He got there. Brenda's in with the hustle double.
Yeah, he did not hesitate.
Joe Lewis is gonna. Oh, he's just coming in to get his.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
that's an odd.
Oftentimes you will see, especially pitchers, step in for a single pitch on base,
Right.
but usually it's when the runner's at first base. Thought he might go all the way over there. They got to get so many appearances in league games. Just kind of one of those unique intricacies of town ball. Jason Klubin, a fly ball to center field last time, now with a runner at second and one away. Fouls it back to the backstop, 0-2.
We talked about Klubin having a good season at the plate, and a great opportunity here for the Redbirds, just trailing by 1 with a runner in scoring position, to see if they can even it up.
Gordon out for a word with Hutchinson. Haven't faced a lot of adversity. Brenda is their first base runner since the first inning. And Hutchinson is routinely got himself ahead in counts and sent men back to the dugout. This one misses low, 1-2. Down and in, 2-2. This one grounded to the left side. Backing up on it is Pooter. Goes back to second base, and I don't know that they tried to get Brenda off, and it was close.
It was close.
But again, you talk about when there's only one umpire, that's the toughest place for them to try and get a good eye on.
Yeah, it really is.
But not a whole lot of questioning. We just roll on as Klubin is on base. 2 on and 1 out for Justin Reeves. Fastball rolled down the third base line, scooped up, tagged for 1, throw across for 2. That's as quick as you can get it. A ground out double play on the first pitch ends the inning. Still 1-0 Low Gators on CTN. So Howie, did you know the term soccer actually came from England?
But don't the English call soccer football, like pretty much everyone else?
Yeah, but only after we started saying soccer and the world was mocking us for it.
So you're saying the UK set us up?
Yep, sabotage.
Brits.
Did you know Coon Rapids has a city code regulating the height of your grass? Grass and weeds must be kept under 8 inches high. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
There it is.
Non-stop wind.
The flag is on full tilt
We only brought
at
a
Winter
kite.
Crest tonight.
We should have brought a kite with us today. We could have been flying one. Just tie it to the fence and just be flying all night long. Do you still have your CTN kite? The one with our pictures?
Top of the order for the Low Gators here in the top of the 5th. Andrew Hansen 0 for 2 with a couple of fly balls, one to left, one to center. Backs away from one that's called a strike, 0-1.
I don't think Hansen agreed with it.
Fly ball to left field, going back is Clubbin. It's off the top of the fence. Digging for second is Hansen, and he will be in there standing with a leadoff double.
He jumped on that pitch. And again, look at that. It just took a little piece out of the top of that fence.
It was a foot, if not inches, away from being a home run. Instead, he stands at second base. Andrew Pooter shot one right at Jusela at third. They've got him that time. And the second time the Redbirds have gotten a pickoff, this time right call is made, and there's one out.
That was a beautiful play. Great job by Schreier to come off the mound, and a nice throw exactly where it needed to be. And that's a huge, huge pickoff.
And now back to work with Adam Pooter, taking a pitch down low, 1-0. This one hit well to right. Bates waiting on it. Will make the catch look easy for out number 2.
Off that leadoff double, a pickoff and another quick out. And the Redbirds are an out away from getting back to the plate.
Well, Ethan Mochi refuses to be retired, 2 for 2. He scored the only run for the Low Gators back in the first inning. Chases a high fastball, 0-1.
One more here.
And quickly it's 0-2. Grounded to the right side. Brenda backhands it. The throw over to Paulson in plenty of time. And leadoff double turns into a 1-2-3 inning for Scott Schreier. It's still a 1-0 deficit for the Redbirds. They're at the plate after this on CTN.
Okay, I have a couple good ones for you, Joe. How do football players stay cool? By standing next to the fans. What kind of tea do football players drink? Penalty. Why can't you play football with pigs? Because they hog the ball.
Fans enjoying the game. Now we've got a good one, 1-0. Champlin.
Yeah, fans of pitchers duels, this is it.
Yep. 8 total hits, 5 for the Low Gators, 3 for the Redbirds. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Alexander Parr, Zach White, and Jackson Bates. Bottom third of the order for Coach Lindstrom's squad. Due at the plate. Parr, a strikeout victim first time he faced Hutchinson. Now looks at a pitch up high, 1-0. Comes right back with a fastball down Broadway to even it up. Talked about it all game. Hutchinson and Schreier just have been all around the strike zone all afternoon or evening. Parr grounds it back up the middle. A sliding attempt by Signs. It goes off of his glove, and it'll be a leadoff single.
Yeah, that was a tough play to make in the field, and Signs did get some leather on it, but not enough to make a play.
Zach White also retired on strikes the first time he faced Hutchinson. Runner at first, nobody out. Late on the fastball, 0-1. Climbs the ladder, gets White swinging again, 0-2. So foul back and out of play, and White stays alive to see another 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, Redbirds again with that leadoff single. This is, we talked about, this is a pitcher's duel, so we'll see if they can even manufacture a run at this point.
Grounded foul wide of third. We'll try again.
White doing a good job at just getting a piece of the ball, just keeping his at-bat alive with 2 strikes.
Not an easy take,
No.
but just off the outside edge, 1-2.
Well, especially with 2 strikes, you want to protect the plate. That is a tough one to take.
Runner goes, swing and miss at the pitch down low. A stolen base for Parr, but a second strikeout of the evening for Zach White.
That's Parr's 6th stolen base on the season.
Bring up Jackson Bates. Bates popped it up, leading off the 3rd inning, now with an opportunity to try and bring that go-ahead run home, or that tying run home. Up high, showed bunt, but easy take as it was eye high. Slider down and in, 2-0.
Good fastball.
Bates couldn't catch up.
Nope.
It's 2-1. Off-speed pitch misses wide, 3-1.
Yeah, Gordon tried to frame that pitch, but that official wasn't going to have any of that.
But again, Hutchinson's, both pitchers have been incredibly accurate. Hutchinson's only gone to a 3-ball count twice, both against Jackson Bates. 3-1 pitch is down and in, ball 4. So 2 on with only 1 out. Back to the top of the order. Kirby Peary trying to erase the 0 for so far today.
Yeah, be a good time to do it.
This one hit well to left. On the run is Hansen. He can't catch up to it. Parr is going to turn. He's coming home. Bates is going to be held at third. An RBI double for Kirby Peary on the first pitch he sees. We're tied at 1.
Yeah, again, he just, that was a pitch that he was loving to see at that point, and he just hammered it. Good job by Peary. That's his 7th run batted in. Well over the head of Andrew Hansen.
So now the go-ahead run just 90 feet away, and one of the Redbirds' top hitters at the plate. Paulson, first pitch, hit well to center. Waiting on it is Pooter. He'll make the catch. Tagging and coming home is Bates. The throw will not be in time, and the Redbirds have taken the lead on the sacrifice fly.
Yeah, he hit that well enough where that he was able to come in from third. You saw him just waiting on that pitch, on that catch, just to make sure he took off at the right time. And Redbirds are up 2-1.
2 outs now for Juselo with Peary at second. Strike at the top of the zone, 0-1. So after giving up his first walk of the ball game, the next 2 pitches, an RBI double and a sacrifice fly. Down and in to Jusela, evens it up 1-1.
Oh, nice job by Gordon to make sure he kept that ball in his glove.
Jusela swings and misses. 1-2. What were the odds that an ad in the Star Tribune One ads in 1997 would lead to us being together 26 years later?
It's just crazy to think about.
Because we have the exact same sense of, they choose a pair of guys with nearly identical senses of humor.
Extremely immature. Refuse to grow up and just have fun doing what they do.
2-2 with 2 out. This one hit back up the middle, a diving stick, but on the hop for Adam Pooter. And it's an infield single for Jusela.
Oh, it's a great job of getting that and just making sure he kept that in his glove, because that would have been a run had that got, if that was able to get by him.
Still trying to figure out where it came loose, but he
apparently it did.
Couldn't hold on to it as he made contact with the ground and was unable to sell it to the official that he had it the whole time. Jimmy Brenda had a double his last time up. Now with 2 out runners at the corners. Good stop by Gordon. 1-1. 2 runs on 3 hits in the inning. Redbirds threatening to add more. Low Gators lead the Metro Mini League with a 6-1 record, including a 12-0 win over the Redbirds a couple weeks ago. Swinging strike for Jimmy Brenda. It's 1-2 once more. He's faced Hutchinson 3 times. He's gone to 1-2 3 times. Struck out the first time, had a double last time. This is the rubber match, a 1-2 pitch down in the dirt, strike 3. And that will end the inning. But 2 runs and a 2-1 lead for the home team. We go to the 6th on CTN.
Any vehicles left outside on your property must be in operable condition and parked on an improved surface with current registration displayed. And repairing or dismantling vehicles outside is a violation of city code. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Steve Schreier on the mound with a lead for the first time tonight. His team picked up a couple of runs in the bottom of the 5th inning.
It's a slim lead, but it's a lead nonetheless. It's a good job by the Redbirds to get a couple of runs and to take that lead, especially with the way these two pitchers are pitching. I mean, Schreier has been pitching really well.
It's ridiculous. The numbers are ridiculous.
Yep.
Six pitches in the 4th inning, 5 of them for strikes. 7 pitches in the 5th inning, 6 of them for strikes. And all 8 of his pitches that he threw in the 2nd inning were strikes. Here he is starting the 6th inning, averaging just over 11 pitches an inning. Jack Pooter is 2 for 2, though, against Schreier so far. Piece of that, and it got another piece of our umpire.
It's hazard pay.
I was just going to say that.
I wonder if he gets paid extra every time he gets hit. He's having a rough night, and he's probably looking at holding the 6th inning. I've got a few more to go.
Play 9 innings in town ball. Or more. Could be more.
Could be. Could be. Right on the arm. Oh, man. He's smiling.
Curveball in the dirt, 1-2, but Schreier has some room to play. Way ahead in the count so far. Pooter 2 for 2, a single, a double, an RBI. Curveball back to the mound. Well, underhanded flip from Schreier to Paulson, and there's one down.
Cat-like quickness off that mound for Schreier.
It's got to be the beard.
It is the beard.
Bring up designated hitter Jeff Heyer. 0 for 2 on the evening. Think about it. Champlin has 5 hits, and Mochi and Pooter have 4 of them. This one grounded wide of first. It'll be 1-1. Both Mochi and Pooter started the game 2 for 2. Which you love to see from your 3-4 hitters.
You do.
No matter who you're coaching. But have not had a whole lot from the rest of the order. Schreier has kept them in check.
We just got a quick shot of your son's magnificent mustache.
It is.
So great.
It's the best mustache I know.
Yeah.
I hate to. You got knocked off the top of that.
Hey, I'm
mountain.
the OG.
This one hit hard to right field, but does hook foul. He got all of that one. Yeah, I've got to say he does have a magnificent mustache.
It's very nice. He's very Tombstone. There it is. Oh my God, look at that thing. It's got its own zip
I
code.
think it's Mr. Pringle.
It does look like Mr. Pringle. Absolutely. Does that mean he's a chip off the old block?
Arr, arr. Back to that whole sense of humor.
Yeah, that never goes.
Punny and corny. Full count pitch now for Schreier. This one grounded to Brenda. He'll wait on it. Make the throw to Paulson. There's 2 down. And that was the first 3-ball count of the evening for Steve Schreier.
Yeah, we're in the 6th inning. That's pretty good. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, doing a lot of pitching to contact, letting his defense play behind him, but he's had more fly balls early in the ball game, and now we've seen a greater percentage of ground balls. This one skied, will be in play for Paulson. He makes the catch in another 1-2-3 inning for Steve Schreier. Redbirds with a lead, back to the plate in the bottom of the 6th, next on CTN. All right, Howie, take a look. Our opponents are on this side, and the Cardinals are over here. Where's the line of scrimmage?
Right here.
Good. So obviously the Cards want to get the ball downfield anywhere over here, and the other guys are pushing back this way over here. So one strategy would take...
Hey, Joe.
What?
Tic-tac-toe. I win.
A very picturesque evening at Wintercrest Park, America's pastime. Town Ball, what a great way to watch baseball.
Yes.
It's high quality, good competitive baseball, and you got to love the sound of wooden bats.
Oh, absolutely.
At the ballpark. And a good rivalry game going here. The Low Gators came in leading the Metro Mini standings and having beaten Coon Rapids handily in 7 innings the first time around.
Not this time.
Instead, a tight, low-scoring ball game. 1 for the Low Gators in the first, 2 for the Redbirds in the 5th. Klubin starts out the 6th with a shot to no man's land in right. A little bloop single gets it started again for Coon Rapids.
Yeah, just again jumping on that first pitch, finding the green.
Well, that's the one drawback we talked about all evening. Both of these pitchers around the plate.
Yep.
So often. Also means that as a hitter, you got that green light a little more brightly shining to just jump on those early pitches. You know it's going to be close. Justin Reeves 0 for 2. He's grounded out to third base twice, last time into an inning-ending double play that was just tailor-made. It rolled right to the base for Bryce Nelson. Down and in, 1-0.
You know, Reeves having a pretty good season at the plate. Came to this game hitting .325.
This one hit into foul territory and will get out of play. Well, not quite, but far enough away that there was no chance Conley was getting there, and I don't think Mochi got a very good look at it from
Conley
right field. Signs.
He would have had to he would have to get on a bike to get to that thing. No way he's getting there.
1-1. 1-1 with a man on and nobody out. Popped up again down that right field line. This time Mochi has a chance, but not able to close quite enough distance. It'll be 1-2. Swinging strike 3 for out number 1. 6th strikeout of the game for Charlie Hutchinson.
On the ball, got past Gordon by a little bit, but not enough to advance the base runner to second.
Xander Parr singled and scored, started the big inning in the 5th. Well, Texas leaguer to short center field. That a diving attempt by the center fielder came up empty. Parr got a piece of it and another piece of Gordon. Both catcher and umpire, especially in the bottom half of the inning, have really been getting beat up. I don't think Zach White, knock on wood, has really taken any foul balls.
But
it's a couple for Gordon, at least 3 for our umpires. So you mentioned it, hazard payback there.
Yeah, absolutely. He seems to be okay.
Like you said last time, catchers are tough.
They are tough.
Gets a pat on the shoulder from Kirby Peary, who came out to return some of the foul balls, and Kirby's definitely been there. He's taken those.
Yeah, for sure he has. Brandon Wozniak was warming up in the bullpen. Wozniak, sorry. Yeah.
The Woz. 1 out, 1 on, an 0-2 pitch to Xander Parr. Runner goes. Pitch called to strike. Throw is too high. And sliding in safely under the tag is Klubin. But back-to-back strikeouts after the leadoff single.
Yeah, got a great jump. Throw was high. No opportunity for the Low Gators to get the base runner. Klubin gets a stolen base.
And now Zach White looks at a pitch low. Oh for 2 with a couple of strikeouts so far. Looks at a fastball off the outside edge, 2-0. Swinging strike, pitch gets away from Gordon. The runner will advance.
Yes, he did. Now an opportunity with 2 away to see if they can get another insurance run.
Good fastball there. White looks at it on the outside edge, 2-2.
It's not like a mosquito bite where it's injured.
Threw him a breaking pitch. White able to get a piece. Foul it off.
Zach. Be sure to think about that.
Another 2-2 pitch with 2 out. It's up and away, full count. On deck, the number 9 hitter.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Little thing.
Hutchinson trying to get out of this pickle. Gets a swinging strike after a bloop single on the first pitch of the inning. He strikes out 3 in a row. It stays a 2-1 game as we go to the 7th on CTN.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Howie, do you know why fish are so bad at volleyball? Because they're afraid of the net.
Why me?
Why couldn't the volleyball player cross the road? There were too many bumps. Why was Cinderella kicked off the team? Because she ran away from the ball.
I hate you.
.325 to left is certainly reachable on
It
a
is.
windy night like tonight, but we have not seen anything left leave the ballpark. Double off the top of the fence for the Low Gators.
That was the closest shot of going over that fence.
And he was picked off a second base before another pitch was thrown. Bryce Nelson, Reed Conley, and Noah Gordon represent the lower third of the Low Gators order, and they are the scheduled batters here in the 7th. Nelson drops down a good bunch. Schreier gets there quickly, throws over to Paulson for out number 1.
Boy, he gunned that one over. Nice quick first out for the Redbirds.
And I don't know that they talk a ton of strategy in the town ball dugouts, but Low Gators might want to think about working the pinch count a little bit.
Quick first out.
Because Schreier's just cruising. 68 pitches now. And has 1 out in the 7th inning. This one pop back, up, and right to Jake Paulson for out number 2. So this setting up for another sub 10 pitch inning for Schreier, knock on wood. But 2 outs in just 3 pitches, and now Noah Gordon. First pitch popped up. Underneath it is Brenda, and that is what they call a 4-pitch inning. 8 straight retired by Schreier. His team has a 2-1 lead, and they're batting at the bottom of the 7th after this on CTN. This one hitting for par. He's not going to get there. Low Gators got on the board early, a couple of hits, including an RBI double for Jack Pooter in the first inning. Then a big double leading off the fifth inning, but before another pitch was thrown, Andrew Hansen picked up by Schreier. Bottom of the fifth, couple on for Kirby Peary. He gets the RBI double. Very next pitch, Jake Paulson, a sacrifice fly to center field, scored Jackson Bates from third with the go-ahead run. And that's all we've got across so far, a 2-1 ball game and a new pitcher.
There is a new pitcher for the Low Gators. That would be Jack Herring.
Of course it would. Who else would it be?
Yeah, of course. 16 2/3 innings, 11 hits, 9 runs, 8 of them earned. 9. And we have Hayden Torgerson hitting for the Redbirds. Torgerson hitting .250 on the season.
He'll take over for Jackson Bates, who walked and got the go-ahead run in his last time at the dish. So Torgerson inserted in the number 9 position.
Number 9. You didn't think I was going to do it, did you?
I would have been very disappointed if you had not. Off-speed pitch in for a strike to Torgerson, 0-1. Fastball in the dirt. Yeah, Hutchinson threw 96 pitches through 6 innings. Curveball stayed up long enough for Torgerson to think it was going to be in the zone. Took a big hack, came up empty. 1-2. Another big curveball, easy take this time. It was just down in the dirt. And just what Noah Gordon was hoping for. He's had such an easy night all night long. How about we get the curveball guy in there to throw some in the dirt and make me block some more pitches. Fastball down in the dirt, through the wickets all the way to the backstop, a full count.
Right through that 5-hole.
Torgerson thought he had ball 4. Instead, it's called strike 3 at the knees. And out number 1 for Jack Herring. Back to the top of the order, Kirby Peary 1 for 3 with that RBI double that got the Redbirds on the board. Good looking off speed pitch, drops at the right time, called the strike, 0-1. And then a fastball past the swinging period to get ahead 0-2.
A good spot for Herring here. He wants his squad trailing by a run, wants to get up his guys up to the plate as quickly as possible.
And he gets the 3-pitch strikeout, back-to-back strikeouts for Herring to start his inning. And now Jake Paulson, 1 for 2. Singled in the first inning, had the sacrifice fly in the 5th that put the Redbirds ahead 2-1. And Herring is really dealing now.
He is.
Saw him throw a handful of breaking pitches in the dirt to the first batter. Has been pretty much fastball and changeup since. And working quickly, which
we like.
We love.
It's all about
and
us.
all three of the pitchers really keep a good rhythm. And again, another pitcher that's throwing a lot around the plate. Even that fastball just missed off the outside edge. Maybe a little low as well, 1-2. Curveball gets Paulson swinging way out in front of it, and that's how you come in relief. You fan the side, keep your team in the ball game. We go to the 8th. Coon Rapids 2, Champlin Park 1. You're watching Town Ball on CTN.
Did you know that a player will jump an average of 300 times per game of volleyball?
Wow. And I think jumping up to go to the fridge is hard.
The fastest volleyball serve was over 83 miles per hour.
Yikes. If that serve were coming at me, they could have the point. I like my hands. They're dainty.
Huh?
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
Steve Schreier, 71 pitches through 7 complete.
That's just amazing.
57 of them for strikes.
Yeah, and he had another quick. If he can have another quick inning here, we'll see if they let him throw the 9.
He's retired 13 of the last 14 he's faced. Back to the top of the order, and that one way up and in. Andrew Hansen had the big double off the top of the wall and then got picked off at second base. That was back leading off the 5th inning.
It just came in slower, and I was expecting like a pitch bounce.
1-1 and a fastball in for a strike.
And Hansen's just going to take a step out of the box just to compose himself down 1-2.
Curveball got him swinging. He has not had a lot of those, just his 3rd strikeout. But you can see, and he hasn't thrown that curveball much, but
worked for him there.
That's why it's so hard to resist the swing. Ooh. It came up in again, and it was Adam Pooter. I think the helmet just doesn't fit well. That's the second time, really, that
Popped
he's
off. Yep.
ducked away from one, and the helmet has come popping off. And now a fastball at the knees evens it up. Pooter 0 for 3, a strikeout, a line out, and a flyout. This one chopped to the left side. Scooping his Juslo, throws on the run in time for out number 2.
Yeah, it was a really nice play because Juslo didn't have control of the ball at first. Before
it kind of ran up into his chest a little bit.
Yeah, but good job keeping with it.
And just in the nick of time.
The juice.
Ethan Mochi 2 for 3. Scored the lone run for the Low Gators back in that 1st inning. This one popped up, back out of play. Shapiro on the run. If
Almost.
your shoelace wasn't untied, I think you might have had that one.
Yeah, exactly. I'm wearing loafers.
Curveball hit into center field. Long run for Xander Parr. Not going to get there. Mochi will turn and dig for 2, and he is in there with his 3rd hit of the ball game.
He hits the ball so well. I mean, he's such a good ball player. And again, all 3 of his hits have been solid.
And now the tying run in scoring position with 2 outs. Bring in a little more speed on the bases.
I'm looking for.
That's going to be it for Schreier.
Wow.
An outstanding effort for Steve Schreier, and he will give way to Mr. Delicious, Jack Vlacity, taking the hill in relief when we come back.
All right, Joe. In high school football, the snap ends when A, the ball is moved from its place on the ground, B, the ball leaves the snapper's hands, or C, the ball touches the ground or any other player. You don't have to raise your hand, Joe. Yes, Joe?
I love football.
Ah, yikes.
So Jack Vlacity on to try and at least finish off this 8th inning with 2 outs. And the tying run is scoring position.
Well, Jack's thrown, he comes in with a 2-2 record. He's thrown 27 2/3 innings. He's getting up 34 hits and 16 runs, and of those 16, 13 have been earned. But he is second on the team in strikeouts with 33.
He's got some stuff.
Yep. What'd you call him?
Mr. Delicious.
Mr. Delicious. All right.
It's a long story.
I'm sure it is. It's too bad it's so late in the game.
He's another one of the 2021 graduates, so a young man I've watched along the way.
Yes.
And he'll face Jack Pooter. Pooter 2 for 3. He has the lone RBI of the ball game for Champlin when he and Mochi went back-to-back in that first inning. Vlacity starts him with a fastball for a strike. And just misses low, 1-1.
Yeah, keeping that ball low in the zone, but you're right, didn't miss by much.
He's got some heat. He can get it up into the mid-80s. He's got a curveball that, when it's working, can twist guys up pretty bad. 1-1. This one, fly ball down the left field line. That is going to land fair, and Mochi going to score easily. Pooter in with an RBI double. We're tied at 2.
Again, this game has been close from the get-go, and Low Gators able with 2 away, able to get a run here to tie it up.
Well, and I go back to 7 hits now for the Low Gators. Mochi and Pooter are both 3 for 4.
Crazy.
It's the production you want and need from the meat of your order. Pooter delivers right down the line, and now Jeff Heyer, an opportunity with a base knock to perhaps put his team back in front in the late innings. Fastball in for a strike.
Well, 2 outs in the field for the Redbirds, so again, just try and get out of here and get back to the plate, but give up that lead.
Fly ball down the line again, hooking away from Klubin. He slides and can't make the catch. Pooter will turn and score, and getting in safely at second is Heyer. They change places in the Low Gators from down 2-1 up 3-2.
Yeah, and good piece of hitting there as he's been able to Lowgator's able to hit a couple of nice baseballs and take this lead now 3-2.
And just been able to put it right down that line
Yep.
and hooking away from Klubin. Klubin a sliding effort to try and get to that last one. But he comes up empty, and the Lowgators have the 3-2 lead. 3 straight 2-out hits, including back-to-back RBI doubles. Drake Sines takes a fastball up and in, 1-0. Trying to get that inside edge, but again inside, 2-0.
Yeah, working that part of the plate, but not finding the zone.
Pop up in front of Brenda, able to charge in on it and get the throw over to Paulson in time to retire Sines. But 3 hits and 2 runs, all with 2 left. Have the Lowgators in front after 7.5 on CTN.
Did you know you can raise backyard chickens? But a permit is required, and there's a limit of 4 female chickens per property. No roosters or other fowl are allowed. And there are specific rules for the chicken coop and run. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Today we're on soccer, Joe. So my goal is to kick around some topics with you, but I don't want to foul things up by being too forward.
Please stop that.
So could you assist me?
Stop.
Maybe pass some ideas
How?
so we can tackle this together?
Howie? Oh, boy.
I'm just saying, this really isn't my field.
Unbelievable. Back at Wintercrest, a seesaw battle. Lowgators scored a run in the first, held that 1-0 lead until the bottom of the 5th when Coon Rapids scored 2. They were up 2-1 until the top of this 8th inning. A little mini 2-out rally, 3 straight 2-out hits, 2-run score, and a 2-1 deficit turns into a 3-2 lead for Jack Herring and the Lowgators. Scott Jusela leading things off. He's 2 for 3 today.
Well, Herring with that good inning previous.
They gave up a... Oh, he did not give up.
No.
He had 3 straight strikeouts. That was 6 straight strikeouts against the Redbirds, by the way. 3 for Hutchinson after giving up the bloop single that led off the 6th.
Yep.
Then 3 straight for Herring in his first inning of relief. Now behind in the count to Jusela, 2-1.
Winds seem to die down here.
Took a while.
I know, it's not going to carry the way it would have earlier in this game.
Jusela punches this one to right field, but pretty much right at Drake Sines. He's there for the catch. Oh, I'm sorry, Andrew Hansen is now over in right field.
No.
Yeah, Sines is at... Oh, Sines is
Still at second.
still at second.
Yep.
Oh, Sines, that's right.
Yeah.
Mochi was out.
Yep.
Jimmy Brenda had a double Back in the 4th inning, 1 for 3. And now 2-1. Late on the fastball, evens it up 2-2.
Well, it's been a while since the Low-Gators have had this lead. Nice pitch there.
After falling behind 0-2, he comes back with 3 straight strikes. His 4th strikeout, he's only faced 5 guys. And now Jason Klubin, 1 for 3. Singled, stole a base, ended up stranded at 3rd base in this 6th inning. Just down and away, 2-0. And again, 7 of the last 8 Coon Rapids batters have struck out. That is since Jason Klubin's single leading off the 6th inning. This one fouled back out of play, 2-1.
Yeah, you know, and again, that not able to hit the ball there in the last, you know, really couple of innings for the Redbirds have hurt them.
Twelve strikeouts all day against the home team.
Yeah.
3-1 to Klubin.
All it takes is one base runner. Going to get yourself an opportunity. He's got one here.
Down and away and a 2-out walk. Puts Klubin on base. Justin Reeves comes to the plate looking for his first hit this evening. And as Shapiro likes to say, no better time for it.
Absolutely. No question.
Fastball on the outside edge, strike 1. Curveball in the dart. Good stop by Gordon. Make sure there's no chance for Klubin to try and advance.
Yeah, he wasn't going to run in that situation, but again, Gordon just doing a good job of blocking the ball with his body, keeping it in front of him, not allowing the base runner to take an extra base, take a base.
Fastball right down the pipe. Gets Herring ahead in the count, 1-2. This one hit well to center, but Pooter has it measured, and that is out number 3. We go to the 9th, Champlin Park 3, Coon Rapids 2. You're watching Metro Mini Baseball on CTN.
Did you know? City Code prohibits outdoor storage of things like building materials, auto parts, household items, scrap metal, garbage, and more. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov. Did you know properties are required to have garbage and recycling service with a licensed hauler? On collection day, place your carts 2 feet behind the curb. Collection containers should not be placed in the street. And don't forget, containers are not allowed at the curb on non-collection days. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Back at Wintercrest, Jackson Bates will take over on the hill for Coon Rapids.
Jackson comes in with a 2-0 record of his save on this season. He's pitched 14 innings, given up 4 hits, 2 runs, one of them earned. He struck out 22 on the season. He's 3rd on the squad in strikeouts.
And he will face the 7, 8, 9 hitters.
Got Jack Arndt out and right.
Bryce Nelson will lead things off. He's 0 for 3. Looks at a pitch down and away, 1-0. This one foul and out of play down the left field line.
Oh, Bates looking for a quick inning here, down 3-2.
On the bottom third of the order due up for Coon Rapids, they would like to try and keep it to no more than a 1-run deficit that they are trying to recover from.
I hit him. Not the way Jackson wanted to start the first hitter off.
Bring up Reed Conley, 0 for 3, couple of pop-ups last couple of trips. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike, 0-1. Called strike on the outside edge, and Bates quickly ahead in the count, 0-2. Trying to tempt him with something off the outside edge, but Conley stays still. 2-1,
yeah, good
or
thought.
1-2.
Good thought at 0-2 to throw that kind of a pitch. You've got a few pitches to waste.
Runner is going. Pitch is called to strike. Throw is not in time. So Nelson able to steal his way into scoring position, but a strikeout for Jackson Bates gets the first out of the inning. Noah Gordon 0 for 2, laid down a pretty good sacrifice back in the second inning. Now as a runner in scoring position, 1 out. This team trying to add to that 1-run lead that they stole away in the 8th inning.
Boy, it's going to take a trip to the mound, but yeah, if they could get an additional run, that would be huge. And with just 1 away and runner in scoring position, they have the opportunity to do so.
Well, we talked earlier about Champlin Park having won a couple of big games, but also having lost a couple of big games. They've also been on both sides of very close games throughout the schedule this summer. Fastball in for a strike, 1-1 to Noah Gordon. High fastball. I think Gordon might have got a piece of it, but settles into the mitt of Zach White behind the plate. It's 1-2. Curveball beautifully bent.
Really pretty.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Jackson Bates. Just puts the hook in the exact right place. Look at the drop on that. It started out about the height of his brim, and it finished thigh high through the zone. Beautiful. Back to the top of the order. Andrew Hansen, 1 for 4. Nelson awaits still at second base. 2 away. This one fouled back out of play.
Nice pitch. Another great spot for Bates.
Yeah, he's keeping a close eye on
Yeah.
Nelson at second base. Middle infielders not really holding him on, but they have had one pickoff at second base in the ball game, and one that maybe probably should have been another. Tries to put that bender over, instead it finishes down and away. 2-1 or 1-2, 2-1,
1-2.
something. Told myself I wasn't going to make those mistakes today.
That's why you did it, because you brought it up.
Another curveball, good block by White. Make sure stays in front of him. Nelson stays at second base. It's 2-2 with 2 out. Curveball swung on and missed. 3 straight strikeouts after hitting the first man he faced. Redbirds back to the dugout. They need at least 1 in the bottom half of the 9th. It comes up after this on CTN. So Howie, did you know the term soccer actually came from England?
But don't the English call soccer football, like pretty much everyone else?
Yeah, but only after we started saying soccer and the world was mocking us for it.
So you're saying the UK set us up?
Yep, sabotage.
Brits.
Did you know Coon Rapids has a city code regulating the height of your grass? Grass and weeds must be kept under 8 inches high. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
League leading Champlin Park Lowgators had the lead early, surrendered it in the middle innings, regained it in the 8th, and now trying to hold on to a 3-2 lead over the home team, Coon Rapids Redbirds. Xander Parr started the rally for the Redbirds back in the 5th inning. Singled and scored. First pitch, driven down the line and right, and a leadoff single.
Well, that's the way to start it if you're the Redbirds. First pitch, base hit for Parr.
And that'll bring up Zach White. He's due.
He is due.
Wind picking up a little bit from behind us. He's a big, strong kid.
Yep. You calling it?
Could walk it off.
You calling it?
No.
Not that way.
Looks to bunt and pulls back that pitch outside. And Gordon nearly lost it, 1-0. If he can bunt it for a home run and walk it off, now that'd
inside
be
the park.
really
Inside
impressive.
the park bunt, home run.
That would be not good. That would be not good baseball. And
No.
so far we've seen a lot of really good baseball.
We have.
Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike, 1-1. Runner is going, pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed. Pars in safely. His second stolen base of the evening.
An opportunity now with the runner in scoring position, nobody out. Gordon's going to go talk to Herring.
Parr is trying to steal third, swung on and missed. He's got it and the throw got away, and here comes Parr. We're all tied up.
Wow, that's just aggressive base running by Parr. And then the throw down by Gordon gets away from Nelson at third. And Parr, being aggressive, gets right back up and heads home to tie this one up.
First error of the ball game for the Low Gators, and it costs them the lead in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Certainly does.
And now Jackson Bates walked and scored his last time up. Fastball down low, 2-0.
A little more pressure on Herring here.
Burns a fastball past him. It's 2-1. Good off-speed pitch, froze him. 2-2. Easy take in the dirt. It's a full count.
Bates trying to see if he can work a walk. 3-2. Base runners are so important here.
Foul back out of play. Stays alive. Curveball, ball 4. Bates on base.
A couple of good hitters coming up to the plate now, top of the order. A period, and then Paulson.
Peary 1 for 4 with an RBI double. That tied the score at 1 back in the top of the or bottom of the 5th inning. Fastball, first pitch, snagged out of the air on a good play by the shortstop Adam Pooter.
Yeah, good defensive play, and that's what you need if you're the Low Gators here. You don't want to give up the lead because you lose the game if you do.
This one hit down the line and left. It'll hook foul, though. Well hit, another 6 feet to the right, and that might have
found the corner.
Been dangerous.
Yeah.
Definitely extra bases. I don't know if they quite would have been enough for Bates to try and score
Probably
from
not.
first, but Never know. That pitch bounces away over toward the Redbirds dugout. Bates is turning, going to third. Gordon had no idea where the ball went, so they had to wait for Conley to come over and get it from first.
Wow. How fortuitous for the Redbirds. And the dugout's yelling for Bates to go to third. Looked like he slowed down when he came to second, not realizing himself where exactly the baseball was, but his teammates making sure that that
two bases on one wild pitch is
crazy.
Pretty rare. But you can't throw another one like that because the game is 90 feet away. Fastball swung on and missed. Herring reestablishes his control, up 1-2. Trying to send it to extra innings. That's outside.
Oof.
Redbirds hoping to walk it off. A veteran leader, a strong hitter at the plate. 2-2 with 2 out. Outside, it gets away. Here comes Bates. The throw, not in time. The Redbirds are going to win and walk it off on 2 wild pitches in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Wow. Well, you talk about a crazy ending. What a great win for the Redbirds. They'll take it any way they can get it on a wild pitch. Doesn't matter. They did what they needed to do to get the win, and that's a big one for them.
Yeah, a game that they kept close. This, again, is a team that leads the league, that beat them 12-0 in 7 innings the first time they played.
Yep.
Kept it close all game. Steve Schreier, a fantastic effort on the hill. Almost as awesome as his beard, but nothing is quite that magnificent.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Aaron Lindstrom for giving us 2 number 9s.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
But yeah, a huge come from behind win in the bottom, and just gutted it out, did what they needed to do. You had the aggressive play on the bases, 2 stolen bases for Xander Parr, including stealing third, and then the errant throw. First error of the ball game charged against the Low Gators, and it cost them the lead in the bottom of the 9th. And a couple of wild pitches allowed Jackson Bates to turn a walk into a run, and a game-winning run at that.
Well, that was a fun one, Joe Young.
Hard to beat that one, but we certainly will try. We got American Legion baseball tomorrow night, but that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final, Coon Rapids 4, Champlin Park 3. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.